Guess who finally made the smart decision of learning how to draw bodies and characters that are already loved by a lot of people to learn how to draw? That is such a smart way of learning because these characters have been drawn over and over again, so I have countless references to learn from, and I don't know why I didn't start doing this sooner. So for today's video, we're gonna be drawing Tinkerbell, and this is how it turned out. If you guys don't want to watch the video, you can just leave now. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but this was my first try. This was my second try. This was my third try, and this was my fourth try. Alright, let's get into the video. So the last video I made was kind of sad, so I thought, why not try to do a better, more happier sketchbook spread where I'm also enjoying myself. This is my progress so far in this sketchbook. I think this sketchbook definitely helped me realize I need to practice my fundamentals more, which I did yesterday. As you can see, that's a whole lot for me. And some arms and their rotations. And then a Disney princess without reference. That's why it looks pretty doopy. Try to make my own character too, and some lips. So I think I'm going at like a slow pace, but honestly it's a lot of drawing actually. So maybe today we're gonna finish this sketchbook spread, which is for Tinkerbell, and maybe I'll draw even more Tinkerbell over here on the side, and let's just get into it. I wonder how it will end up looking, because right now I really hate this. Her head is too big for her body. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and like fill this in with green. So right now I'm drawing Tinkerbell's face. If you guys know, you know, I really hate drawing with pencils, but I am trying to change that habit, like really hard. It's just that when I draw with pencils, I feel like I get lazy because I can just go back and fix it. But then when I do make a mistake, I don't want to fix it, and then I just leave the pencil sketch. But then when I'm drawing with a pen, I have like all this pressure on me to perform, you know, like I have this pressure to make my lines stable and like make sure I put the pen down at the right place, and that pressure sort of like drives me. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. So I really liked how the second sketch turned out with the tiny Tinkerbell. I feel like it's more true to her form, and the reference picture that I used for that one piece was actually a proper Disney reference picture. Meanwhile, the second one, where it's like a grown-up Tinkerbell, that reference picture was actually of Sylvia, if you remember, the fairy from Tinkerbell's movie, The Water Fairy. It was a reference of her, and I drew Tinkerbell on top of it. So now I am coloring it, and I will let you enjoy the coloring process. I guess there's not much to say. I have not got an experience with blending. I was using Ohuhu water-based markers, and I'm lazy, so I just didn't even try to blend at all. It's pretty flat, you guys. But honestly, I feel like it's being rude to myself if I say that I was being lazy, because water-based markers are kind of hard to blend. They're always streaky and just a little bit of a mess, like me and you. So I just picked the easy way out and not try to put myself through the hassle of trying to blend them. But if you really want to see me blend them, I guess I could. And the only way I see myself blending these watercolors is if I'm drawing food illustrations, because like characters don't even use that much, and I am not very strong at making clothes yet, you guys, so I don't try it. But yeah, out of these two Tinkerbell sketches, my favorite is the little Tinkerbell. The second one, too pretentious. Her face is too long, her nose is too long. I have nothing against people with long noses. I'm just saying that on this particular character, I don't think that it's working, you know. So again, I'm going in with just a yellow marker, no blending whatsoever. And for her dress, I do try to blend it a little bit with highlights being yellow and going over to green and darker greens for darker areas. I lied, I didn't use dark green at all, but I just ran over with the same shade over and over until the paper was starting to scrape, and then I called it a day. I tend to do that a lot. So now I am I'm using my marker to do the outlines to make the drawing pop. It is in fact not a marker. It has come to my attention. I called it a marker. It is not a marker. It's a fine liner from Brush Row, and now I'm using a Faber-Castell, or actually it's a Brush Row too. A Brush Row thicker pen. They're called Feud pens or something. Interesting name. And with that, we come to the end of the sketching process. What do you guys think? And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm so sorry for my parrots. I did not make the decision to get them. That's all I want you guys to know. Have a good day.